So here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike SB Dunk Yuto. Can you tell any difference between these two? In this video we'll check out some of the differences. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at two pairs of Nike SB Dunk Yutos. This is the retail pair here, this is the fake pair here, and this video is to help you if you are trying to purchase a retail pair and what you should look out for. So I guess we'll just get straight into the comparison. So obviously the first difference, the two boxes. Nike SBs have been updated recently, they've gone for this more creamy box, so a lot of pairs have come out in this box recently. As you can see, it is completely different to the old purple one, which is this one here. Weirdly enough, the fake ones haven't updated this yet, but I expect them to do that pretty soon. But for now, there's a big difference between the two pairs. But I'm not really going to compare the boxes because the differences are so obvious, so we'll take a closer look at the labels. So spinning the boxes around and taking a closer look at the labels, we can see the differences are very clear to see. On the retail one, it says Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS, whereas on the fake one, it says Nike Dunk Low SP, which is wrong. Also, if you look at the actual color coding, you can see it says grey white on the fake one, whereas it says wolf grey, iron grey sail on the retail one. In terms of the sizing and the font size and differences like that, that's also very obvious in difference between the two pairs. So if you've got a pair in hand, I'll take a close look at the retail label and compare it to yours just to make sure it is correct. But nobody really wants me to talk about the boxes for the entire video, so we'll open them up, take a closer look at the shoes. Which one should we open first? Let's open up the fake one first. So the shoes do come covered, as you can see here, by this kind of wood grain like paper in the green color. And then we'll open up the retail one here, open it up. You can see the paper covers it, but the wood grain on top is a lighter kind of almost like a gray color. It isn't the green one that's on the fake one. So they've got the paper wrong as well as the boxes, but do you care about the paper? Open them up, take a look at the shoes. So here are both of the pairs. From first glance, can you spot any differences? Because there's a few to look at. Let's take a closer look. So the first difference to note between the two pairs is this one here is the retail one, and we can see it comes with spare sets of laces. So you have a pink one and a brown one on the inside. They don't come with any plastic bag and they're attached to the laces of the shoes themselves. So that's a telltale difference. I think Nike's trying to cut down on its plastic consumption, so that's why they've done this. Whereas on the fake one, they've not done this. So on the inside here, you can see they've done the two sets of spare laces, pink and brown as well. But they do come in plastic bags, which should not be the case, and it doesn't occur on the retail one themselves. If we actually take a closer look at both of the spare laces that come with the shoes, we can also see differences in the color between the two pairs. So from the close-up, you can see them side by side. The brown is darker on the retail one compared to the fake one, and if you look at the pink side by side, you can see the pink color is different from retail to fake, with it being slightly more peachy color on the retail one compared to the fake one. And this is a telltale sign and something I'd look for straight away if you have a retail pair and you're unboxing it, because the spare laces are a telltale sign. The next difference I'm going to point out is if you look at the top of the shoe and we compare both pre-laced laces on the shoe itself. So if we look at these kind of white creamy laces that are already laced up, we can see a difference in color between the two pairs. So as you can see from the close-up, I would say the retail one is a slightly more white cream compared to the fake one. The fake one actually looks a little bit yellow and looks a little bit dirty. It almost looks like it's been used, but I can promise you these are both dead stock, and that's just the difference between the two pairs. As I hold both pairs up, you'll be able to see clear differences once again from the underside. You can see the tread brown color is very different from retail to fake, and from the close-up you can see that the tread color is much darker on the retail one compared to the fake one. And if you actually take a closer look at the Nike SB logo in the middle, on the pink section, you can see the pink color is different from retail to fake, and the overall logo looks very different, with the fake one lacking quality and looking very small and a little bit squiggly. Going back to the front of the shoe again, taking a look at the tongue and looking at the tag on the tongue, we can see differences here between the two fonts. So where you can see the Yuto text at the bottom, you can see the font size is very different from retail to fake, and the overall quality of this is very different from retail to fake, as well as the actual Nike SB logo at the top of the tag. So these are clear differences, and they're really noticeable and are easy to see straight out the box. So if you're going to look closely at your pair, I would check out these points straight away. Another difference on these Nike SB Dunks is if you look at the toe box area, you can see differences in the shape towards the toe box. So if you look at the outer edge going around the toe box, you can see that the shape does vary. On the fake one from the close-up, you can see it's a little bit more boxy, a little bit more squared off towards the toe, compared to the retail one where you can see it curves nicely in a U shape all the way around. And what I would say about the retail pair, the quality on this pair is actually really good. There's pretty much no mistakes on the actual quality of the shoe, and I really do like it. The colors on this are spectacular, and it's probably one of the best releases of the year for me. Spinning the shoe around to the back and taking a look at the pink heel tab on both pairs, once again we can see a clear color difference between the two pairs. So from the close-up you can see the pink on the retail pair is a stronger pink compared to the fake one. The fake one has kind of faded and actually doesn't look like a pink color in person. It looks more creamy and beige compared to the retail one. Here, as you can see, the pink is much more vibrant. Also, if you look at the embroidery on the top of this and the Nike text, you can see that it's larger on the retail one compared to the fake one, and once again the embroidery color is different between the two pairs. Obvious differences once again. Spinning the shoe to the side and taking a look at the Yuto logo here on the outer side, we can see differences in the sizing. So if I show you here close up on the camera, you can see that the logo on the retail pair is much larger than it is on the fake one. And actually, if you look at the side here, you can see that the grey tone on the outer side here, the material is a different color between the two pairs, which is an obvious difference when I hold them up side by side to the camera. If we look closely at the inside swooshes of both pairs, you'll actually see they're made of different material. So as you can see from the close-up, you can see the retail one actually has quite a tumbled leather to it, whereas on the fake one you can see that the material is very different. This should show up quite clearly on the camera, and there is a slight color difference between the two, with the fake one being slightly more green tint to it compared to the retail one. If we spin the shoe around to the back again, take a look at that brown suede-like material at the back here, you can see a difference in the color, and that's really obvious from the close-up here, and it's not just the lighting. The darker brown appears on the retail one compared to the fake one, where they've gone for this kind of like mocha colored brown compared to this dark brown here, as you can see on the retail one. The same differences that I pointed out on the right shoe actually occur on the left shoe, so I won't go into too much more detail, but if we actually look at the inside swoosh on the left pair here and take a look at the placement of it, we can see differences between the two pairs. So as you can see from the close-up on the retail pair, the inside swoosh is actually really close to the bottom part of the sole, whereas on the fake one you can see the swoosh is placed much higher, which actually affects the overall shape of the shoe. So if you actually hold them up side by side, they are a little bit more chunky on the fake one compared to the retail one, and I would say actually resembles a little bit more like an Air Force, just because it's slightly higher and chunkier compared to the slightly more slim look of the Nike SB. I know it's an SB, but actually the retail one is slightly slimmer than the fake one. The fake one is extra chunky. Taking a look at the inside swoosh once again, and we look at the stitching going all around the outer edge, we can actually see differences here. So if we look towards the bottom end of the swoosh, we can see that going all around the curve, you can see the stitching is much more cleanly done on the retail one compared to the fake one. So hopefully the differences in this video will help you purchase a retail pair and check that yours are okay, because I really do like this pair. I think it's absolutely spectacular. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It does help the channel grow and helps me do more videos just like this. Hopefully I'll get a lot more out before Christmas. But if not, hope you have an amazing day.